So actually, I wanted just to talk about some acquisition of mine, which are Aloe or Agave Americana metals, which should be, known to you all, like BETS 104 and later ones. So actually, some of you might know, maybe some not. Those Aloe or Beta Agave Americana metals are quite known and familiar because they are part of the BETS metals. And actually, there were some of those Agave Americana metals made in Braunschweig. That's a city near my hometown. I'm just living like 20 miles away from Braunschweig. So I have some particular interest in those. And yeah, those medals are depicting the Agave Americana. And of course, that's why they are bets, because they have a relation to America, as these plants were brought from America, in this case to Germany. And here on the right, you've got some pictures of real plants, which can be, up to 8 meters high. And yeah, the specific characteristics of that plant is that they flower like every 10 to 25 years. So it's a very rare occasions. And so like people in Europe were, very excited if it happened once. And then some of the rulers in the times around the 18th century, made some medals in order to commemorate this event. Here specifically around Braunschweig, our region. It was the medalist Heinrich Paul Großkurt who's thought to have produced those medals. And the dukes were Anton Ulrich, August Wilhelm, and Ludwig Rudolf. So they were some rulers of Braunschweig of that time. Other of those Aloe or Agave Americana medals also featured in the BETS catalog are from Leipzig, Liegnitz, and Nuremberg. So apparently this is all from German. Liegnitz was it back then, but of course now it's not anymore. Those Agave Americana medals are featured in the BETS numbers 104, 105, 109. And now then added the BETS numbers 1040 and 1050, introduced by Christopher McDowell in his edition and reissuing of the BETS catalogs. The medals for Braunschweig were placed between 1701 and 1732. And actually, part of them do appear on auctions regularly. They were on the Ford sale, the Adams sale, and also are, regular to be seen on some auctions in Europe. For example, Künka, so that's the BETS 105, 109, and 1040. And, in contrast, the BETS 104 and the BETS 1050 has never appeared in original form, before the last 2 years. So there were museum examples of those medals known, like here in the Herzog Anton Ulrich Museum in Braunschweig, because they were made here. And also examples are in the Yale University Art Gallery, where BETS actually donated his collection. I would like to introduce the example of BETS 104. That is actually the biggest of those Agave Americana medals. It's quite big, quite impressive, I have to say. It's like around 6 centimeters in diameter, weighs over 70 grams of silver, and it's really quite impressive to hold. It's the biggest of all the medals, and actually it seems to be extremely rare. Christopher McDowell writes in his book that, both Adams and Ford sought decades for original examples and were not successful. So actually last week there was one piece sold of an original silver specimen at Münzgalerie München. And actually I was able to get it. So at least there is now one example known in private hands. There is just one more edition of very rare, not original BETS medal on the Agave Americana medals of Braunschweig. That is actually the last one of them, which was not featured in BETS originally. And Christopher McDowell had included this a bit tentative in his book as a possible addition, which he named Betz 1050. It is from the year 1732. Has a size of 49 millimeters, weighs 50.6 grams. And actually, yeah, it's not much different from the other aloe metals from Braunschweig, but even the later and the last one. This was not known before, and actually, there were also two occurrences in the last year where I was able to buy two of them, which was like one in bronze from Pleuss and one in zinc from the MA shop. So also this metal, yeah, has not really been pictured in the literature yet at all. So I guess all of you might see that picture the first time at all. So, and yeah, also here we do have examples in private hands. The fact that I own them is nice, but I guess there can be also more of them out here somewhere. So that's actually what I wanted to show. And yeah, at least you should see one metal you don't know.